this is Sonja from Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today we're going to do a Thanksgiving or fall sort of entry. What I've got loads of these leftover pattern papers from all my gratitude documenting and all my fall entries. So I was thinking of it would be fun to do a sort of a stamp and do some die cutting with leaves. I've got various stamps I got here with leaves, which I'm going to stamp on here, fussy cut it out, and then make a sort of a display here. I'm thinking of having it blank here and letting the leaves comes out here and then write down their Thanksgiving. So this is sort of more or less my idea. So yeah, I think it's just a nice way of getting rid of all your scrap papers, because I've got all these small little pieces which you can use. You can make tags in from, but I mean this one is small, you can't really do anything with it, but it would be great to stamp on there. So yeah, I think it would be just fun. I was thinking of maybe watercoloring, painting rather, but then I just thought no, I think I'm going to can use all my scraps and things like that. That's going to be a better use of what I have left. So yeah, let's put you on fast forward and let's see how it turns out. And maybe it's also an idea for you guys to get rid of some of your small little scraps of piece of paper. I've got these dinky die cuts, which is very nice and affordable here in South Africa. So I tend to get them. The ones which is obviously big ones, some staple ones, is quite expensive. I'm just showing you my die cut machine. It's a Kaiser Craft one. I'm quite happy with it. I mean, I don't actually use it very often, but I try to use it more. I'm just showing you how to use it in case you don't know, if you've never seen how a die cut machine works. You first put the base plate, which is a thick plate, underneath, and then you put, mine is the adapter plate, which is called C. Then you put your die cut piece with the sharp edges to the top, and then you put your pattern paper on top of that, and you can secure it with washi tape. And then you put your top plate, which in my case is the B plate, on top. And then you make it, roll it through. It goes fairly sort of easy through. It mustn't be sort of strenuous. I usually do it twice just to get a good cut. And then you take your paper off, and there you've got your die cut. You've got your own piece of ephemera. So as I said, it's good to do it with secured with washi tape. I've just almost used the same washi tape the whole time, because obviously, yeah, it probably doesn't matter if you damage your piece of cardboard, because it's probably not going to be there where your die cut is. But yeah, you can use the same washi tape over and over again. That's how I find it works. And as I said, I'm just doing it twice. And yeah, now I'm using different pattern papers. This is the only leaf I had. So yeah, that's always good to invest in things like that. As I said, the things like the circles and the tags, they're a little bit more expensive. I've got my eyes on some circles, because it's very handy to have some round circle die cuts, because it's difficult to cut in a circle perfect. Now here I'm just showing you, I didn't secure it with a washi tape, and I didn't even see it when I put it through. And when I took it out, I saw that half of the flower was cut off. But luckily, because I'm going to put these flowers on a straight line, that works actually out perfectly. I can put it on top of the straight line. You will see it in a minute. So after I've done all my die cutting, I've just done various of them. I'm just choosing my autumn leaves, which I'm going to choose. I've got these 2 autumn leaves, and then I'm going to choose a different one also. And then I'm just going to make loads of stamps, and then on the various papers. It's all from Illustrated Faith. I'll try to link them down here below if you're interested to make use of these papers. So I'm just stamping it. So where I'm journaling today is in Psalm 69, and it is verse 30, and it says, I will praise God's name in song and glorify him with thanksgiving. And that is, yeah, there is so many Thanksgiving passages, especially in the Psalms. There is so many times that David says thanks to the Lord, and especially during this month of gratitude, it is nice to look at these prompts which Illustrated Faith provided, or whatever company you're making use of with your prompts, just to think and be thankful about the less obvious things. Sometimes if you are asked, name 3 things that you're thankful for, you might say, okay, my husband, my home, my children. But it's sometimes good to think about things like forgiveness, salvation, blessings, understanding, just the fact that you can understand and that God gave you a peace that's above understanding. So all these different elements which we often don't look at, and obviously the most thing we need to be the most thankful for is our salvation. I mean, if everything else is taken away from us, that is the one thing that nobody can take away from us, as our salvation. And the fact that we're forgiven, that's even another one. So yeah, I'll during this month, it's challenging for us to just to think about these things and really ponder about it and just live a life of thanksgiving. I think that's probably the more difficult bit, is to live a life of thanksgiving. And just to be thankful under all circumstances, not for everything, but under all circumstances. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to put the camera on, but I've sort of organized more or less how I wanted. First of all, I put my thing horizontal, and then I just thought, I've got so many leaves, it's actually not going to work. So I've decided to do it vertical down the page, so I can make use of all these die cuts and things I cut out, because I thought I'm going to have so many left, and I thought, why not? There's no rule that you need to do it the one way. So if you do it sort of sideways, you can do that. So what I'm doing, I have just sort of put it more or less as I want. And now I'm just taking the leaves and look at different colors and sort of not textures, shapes and sizes. And I'm just putting them sort of next to the line, and you will see me cut down sort of some of the leaves straight. So it goes against the line, so it get this nice and clean cut. I actually didn't know how to do it. How is the best way to do it? I first thought maybe put a white piece of paper on top of it, and or put the leaves down normally, and then cut a white piece of paper exactly the same size as that horizontal strip and put it on top of it. But then I thought, I think it's going to be easier just to cut the leaves straight and put them on there. And I love the effect. It's beautiful, all these 4 colors. I just love it. As I said before, it is spring in South Africa, so it is quite strange working with all these 4 colors, but I really love 4 colors. This is really becoming one of my favorite combinations of colors, like these burnt oranges, pink, creams, and just this oldie worldy vintage type of look. I love the fact that I used that hymnal sheet also, as you seen me earlier. I should have actually stamped a little bit more, but as I cut them out, because it's such an old hymnal sheet, it was a bit brittle, and some of them broke as I cut them out. So I didn't have many of these ones left which I stamped on the hymnal sheet, but I think it creates a lovely effect of different pattern papers and textures. And the 2 flowers, as you see, the red one which is already straight, I just put it on top of the line, and then the yellow one I just cut straight. So that is on either sides, just to just create a little bit of interest. It's not exactly the same. I didn't want to go for too many flowers, because this is supposed to be an autumn sort of spread. And then now I'm using these alpha stickers, and I'm just writing give thanks. I must really practice my cursive or focal calligraphy. I haven't done it for a while, and so every time I want to do it, I feel a bit out of practice, and I sort of tend to just grab for the stickers or the stamps just to put down there give thanks, because I know it will look nice and I don't have to think about it and practice it over and over. So I hope you enjoyed this entry. How are you getting on with your gratitude documenting? Do you find it's quite sort of intense to keep up with it? I find it is a little bit more work than I have to do, but I've got a few designer projects I'm obviously also have to do for companies, and I've got my YouTube channel videos I need to do. So yeah, I am working quite hard this month, but luckily my husband has been away for quite a lot on business, so then I've got sort of quite a lot of time for myself, obviously between looking after my kids' homeschooling and everything. But yeah, so it worked out quite well this month. So yeah, this concludes my entry. I really like how it turned out. Love the colors, and it's nice to have a fall entry. I hope you enjoyed it. So what I'm going to do just now, I'm just going to make one of these ribbons and just make a bow tie. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate it if you do. And let me know down below if there's a specific prompt or thing that you are thankful for this month, which you've sort of never considered to be thankful for. That would be interesting to know. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.